Look, feel, taste, sound, smell.
I like your car, Jackie.
Oh, you do? I've only had it for a week.
It looks very expensive.
Really? I guess new ones are expensive, but this one's used.
It is? It doesn't look like a used car. It looks brand new.
It feels cold in here.
It does?
Yes, really cold. Is the heat on?
Yes, it is. It'll feel warmer in a minute.
Waiter,
Yes, sir.
these vegetables aren't fresh.
But they are fresh, sir.
Well, they don't taste fresh to me. I want you to get the manager.
I'd like you to listen to my new stereo, Eduardo. Does it sound all right?
Yes, it sounds fine to me.
I think the bass is too loud.
No, it sounds perfect. It sounds better than mine.
Have you changed your perfume?
Yes. Why, do you like it?
Yes, it smells wonderful. What is it?
It's Roseanne by Devlon.
It smells expensive, is it?
I don't know. It was a present.
A science fiction story.
The spaceship flew around the new planet several times. The planet was blue and green. They couldn't see the surface of the planet because there were too many white clouds. Then the spaceship descended slowly through the clouds and landed in the middle of a green forest. The two astronauts put on their spacesuits, opened the door, climbed carefully down the ladder, and stepped onto the planet. The woman looked at a small control unit on her arm. "It's okay," she said to the man. "We can breathe the air. It's a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen." Both of them took off their helmets and breathed deeply. They looked at everything carefully. All the plants and animals looked new and strange. They couldn't find any intelligent life. After several hours, they returned to their spaceship. Everything looked normal. The man turned on the controls, but nothing happened. "Something's wrong," he said. "I don't understand. The engines aren't working." He switched on the computer, but that didn't work either. "Eve," he said, "we're stuck here. We can't take off." "Don't worry, Adam," she replied. "They'll rescue us soon."
It's too hot. In the hotel coffee shop.
Come on, Kim. Hurry up and finish your coffee. We have to catch a taxi to the airport. We'll be late.
"I can't hurry. This coffee's too hot for me to drink."
Why don't you put some cold milk in it?
"Milk? I don't take milk in my coffee." "Oh, okay.
Is it cool enough for you to drink now?
Yes, but it tastes awful."
At the airport.
"Oh, no. The global counter looks a mile away."
Ooh. What did you put in these suitcases? Rocks?
"Only clothes. Why? Are they heavy?"
Yes, they are.
The taxi driver managed to carry them.
Well, they're too heavy for me to carry, and I don't see any luggage carts.
"Well, I'm not strong enough to help you." "Porter, over here, please."
On the plane.
"Oh, Mike, I didn't tell you. My sister called this morning."
Oh? Which one? Tiffany?
"Yes, she wants to get married."
Married? She isn't old enough to get married. She's only 17. Who does she want to marry?
Mark McIntosh.
Mark McIntosh, the actor? I can't believe it. He's too old for her. He's over 60.
I know.
but she loves him.
At their destination.
Oh, no. There goes the last bus.
Well, let's walk to the highway and catch a different bus.
It's a mile away. That's too far for me to walk. Let's take a taxi.
Another taxi. We aren't rich enough to go everywhere by taxi.
Mike, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
We have 3 suitcases. Do you really want to walk?
You're right. Taxi!
Two phone calls.
Hello?
Vicky, is that you?
Uh-huh. Who's this?
It's Randy.
Randy? Randy who?
What do you mean, Randy who? Randy Dixon, of course.
Oh, Randy. I'm sorry.
Yes. We had a date last night. Where were you? I waited for 2 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, Randy. I couldn't come.
Couldn't come? Why not?
Well, I had to wash my hair.
Wash your hair? Why didn't you call me?
I wanted to call you, but, I couldn't remember your phone number.
It's in the phone book.
Yes, of course, but, I couldn't remember your last name.
Oh. But why did you have to wash your hair last night?
Well, I had to do it last night because I'm going to see a play tonight.
To see a play? With who?
George McQueen, my boss's son.
I see.
He asked me yesterday, and I couldn't say no.
Listening. Listen to the next phone call. Who is the manager talking to? Now listen again and check true or false.
Hello?
Good morning. This is the First State Bank. My name's Bridget O'Connor. I'm the manager.
Oh, yes?
Did you get my letter?
What letter was that?
Well, I wanted to see you. I called yesterday, but I couldn't get an answer.
Was that in the morning?
That's right.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here. I had to see my doctor. I've had problems with my leg.
I wanted to ask you about your account.
My account?
Yes. You wrote a check for $1,000 last week.
$1,000?
Yes, and there's only $152.95 in your account.
But I don't have an account with First State.
Now look here, Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump? Who's Mr. Trump? I'm not Mr. Trump.
I'm sorry. Is this 848-3592?
Say that again.
848-3592.
Ah, this is 848-3952. My name's Sikorsky. You have the wrong number.
Oh.
Army Recruiting Office.
Good morning. Are you the new janitor of the building?
Janitor? No, not me. I want to join the Army, man.
What? You in the Army?
Yeah, I want to be a soldier. This is the Army Recruiting Office, isn't it?
Well, yes. Sit down, son.
Thanks, man.
Now, why do you want to be a soldier, Mr. What's your name, son?
Corona. Frankie Corona. Well, I saw the commercial on TV last night. It looked pretty good. Vacations, money, travel, education, a pension.
I see. Yes, it's a good life in the Army.
Terrific.
Now, do you have any questions?
Let's see. Yes, will I have to get a haircut?
Oh, yes, you'll have to get a haircut and wear a uniform.
A uniform? I've never had to wear a uniform before.
Oh, yes, and you'll have to obey orders. But you won't have to clean latrines.
What are latrines?
Toilets. I've never had to clean toilets.
What about the work? Will I have to work hard?
Oh, yes, you'll have to work hard, all right.
And what about education?
Oh, yes, there are a lot of opportunities. Maybe you'll be a computer programmer or a communications expert one day.
Okay, I'd like to join.
All right, just sign here, Frankie.
There you go, man. Frankie Corona.
Corona.
Huh?
Stand up. Stand up straight, Corona. Now, march. Left, right, left, right. You're in the army now.
A traffic survey.
All major cities have traffic problems. Toronto has too many cars and not enough parking spaces in the city center. Traffic moves slowly downtown and parking costs are extremely high. The planning department wanted to change the traffic system, so they conducted a traffic survey. They interviewed a lot of people in downtown Toronto.
1.
David Chang is 58. He learned to drive when he was 18. He's been able to drive for 40 years. He lives about 20 miles away. He always comes downtown by car.
2.
Leila Patel is 25. She's been able to drive for 6 years, but she doesn't have a car. She hasn't been able to save enough money. She lives about 35 miles away. She always comes into town by train.
3.
Douglas Mackenzie is 20. He's had a lot of driving lessons. He's taken the driving test 3 times, but he hasn't been able to pass the test yet. He lives near the city center and works in a mall downtown. He usually walks to work.
4.
Mr. and Mrs. Hawkins are both over 65. They've never been able to drive. They've never learned. They don't live far from downtown, and they occasionally come downtown by streetcar.
5.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes?
We're doing a traffic survey. Could I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Your name is?
Green. Michelle Green.
And, how old are you?
29.
Can you drive?
Sure.
And how long have you been able to drive?
Since I was 19.
Uh-huh. Where do you live?
Oxford Street.
Ah, that's not far away. How do you usually get downtown?
By bicycle.
By bicycle? That's unusual. Thank you.
Oh, is that all?
Yes, that's it. Thank you very much.
6.
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, what?
May I ask you a few questions?
Questions? About what? You're not from the police, are you?
No. It's just a traffic survey, that's all.
Well, all right then.
What's your name?
Jones. Wayne Jones, eh?
How old are you, Mr. Jones?
22, eh?
Can you drive?
Yeah, but I don't drive much.
How long have you been able to drive?
About 4 years. But I told you, I don't drive much. I come into town on my motorcycle. It's a Harley Davidson. It's over there, the red one.
Where do you live, Mr. Jones?
The university. I'm a student, eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm studying philosophy.
Changes.
Why do you want to study computer programming?
Well, I lost my job last month, and I haven't been able to find another one.
I see. Do you have any money?
Well, some, and my girlfriend will be able to help me.
Good. The course costs $2,500.
Ooh, will I be able to find a job as a computer programmer?
Oh, sure. You'll be able to get a good job and make lots of money. Please sign here.
This is the room. Do you like it?
It's very nice. Is it quiet? I'm a writer.
You'll be able to work with no problem. There's almost no noise here.
Will I be able to use the kitchen?
Yes, of course.
Fine. It looks good. What's that?
Oh, That's just our neighbor. He works on old cars. He's usually quiet.
Have a seat, Jim. You work in the mailroom, right?
That's right. I want to transfer to the International Sales Division.
Why do you want to join the International Division, Jim?
Well, I don't, really. I just want to travel to Latin America.
How good is your Spanish?
Spanish? I've never been able to learn Spanish.
Well, what will you be able to do in the International Sales Division?
I don't know, but I won't be able to work very hard. I have a bad back.
Checks and money.
Next. Good morning.
Good morning. I'd like to cash this check, please.
Okay, $200. Oh, you haven't signed it.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
How would you like the money?
20s, please. Oh, and could I have $20 in smaller bills?
Sure. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 195, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200.
I'd like to get this, but I don't have enough cash on me. Do you take traveler's checks?
Yes, of course.
Good. Here you are.
Thank you. I'll need some identification, too.
Sure. Is my driver's license all right?
Yes, that's fine. Just sign and date it. I have a stamp with the store's name.
Hello, can I help you?
Thank you. My name is Toshiko Akiyama. I'm expecting a transfer from my bank in Tokyo.
Let me see. Here it is, Akiyama, $2,000 from the Fuji Bank in Tokyo. Do you have your driver's license with you?
No, but I have my passport. Will that be all right?
Yes, of course.
Excursion to Egypt. I'd like to make a reservation for the excursion to Egypt leaving July 16th.
The one at the Cleopatra Hotel?
That's it. How far is it from the hotel to the beach?
About a 2-minute walk.
Good. How hot is it in Egypt in July?
About 32 degrees centigrade. That's 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
And that is the Great Pyramid.
Oh, yes. It looks very high.
It's about 137 meters high.
How long are the sides?
They're 230 meters long.
Wow. How old is it?
It's almost 4,500 years old.
We are going through the Suez Canal now.
It doesn't look very wide. How wide is it?
About 60 meters wide and 160 kilometers long.
Really? This is a big ship. How deep is the canal?
The average depth is about 10 meters.
Hello, Mr. Harris. Are you coming on the bus trip to Cairo tomorrow?
Yes. How far is it?
It's about 150 kilometers.
How long will it take to get there?
About 3 hours.
Everybody's in a hurry.
10 years ago, Ford Studebaker had an accident in his car. He was driving quickly and carelessly. After the accident, his wife said, "Ford, you're an old man now. You have to drive more slowly and more carefully." Ford has not had an accident since then. He always drives slowly, very slowly. But the drivers behind him often get angry. They sometimes have to stop suddenly, and then other cars crash into them. Ford always drives in the middle of the road, and other drivers can't pass him. They sound their horns and flash their lights because they want Ford to go more quickly. But Ford never notices them, and he never sees the accidents behind him. When he reads about the accidents in the newspaper, he says to his wife, "People drive more carelessly these days. Everybody's in a hurry. I don't understand it."
Natasha Taranova is a tennis star. She's one of the best players in the world. She hits the ball hard and fast, harder and faster than any other player. But many people dislike her because she often behaves badly. She sometimes gets very angry. Last year, she shouted at the crowd and broke her racket on the ground during the final of the Texas Championship. She didn't play well and lost. This year she played better and won the final. Unfortunately, she got very angry and behaved worse than last year. She threw her racket at the umpire. She will never be able to play in the Texas Championship again.